Hi, I'm Cass. Welcome back to my channel. I really wanted today's video to be kind of chill, laid back. I'm on the floor exposing the bottom of my bookcases, which is stressing me out because they're not that pretty, so please don't judge them. I promise you the top half is much prettier, okay? However, I wanted to sit on the floor today and just kind of have like a chill, emotional chat here. It's not really that emotional. I'm talking about my tattoos. So back in August 31st to be exact, I got my first ever tattoo, and that was these three dragons right here on my collarbone. I'll show a better close-up picture right here on the screen for you. And I wanted to talk about them. Oh my goodness. I have been wanting a tattoo for about 3 years now. I think I started planning to get a tattoo when I was 16. This was not the tattoo I planned to get. But then when I was 18, I was going to commit to it, but then COVID and everything happened. And then I also am a major procrastinator and really bad at making commitments like this. And so when I finally called to schedule my appointment, I was like, I did it. This is happening. Anyway, the meaning behind these dragons was originally nothing. There were no meaning. I saw little baby dragon tattoos on someone's like forearm, I believe, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to have it on your collarbone, kind of like how Triss has her 3 birds from Divergent. And so that was the meaning. It was pretty, and I like art, and I like dragons and medieval things. So I was like, perfect. However, they have now grown to have meaning. So when I came home from getting the tattoo, my sister saw them, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, I want to get a matching tattoo with you once I'm 18. And my heart, I tell you what, even my mom was like, I might just get one on me somewhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So now they kind of represent the 3 girls in my family, my mom, my sister, and myself. And I think that's really special that it kind of grew to have meaning versus having meaning originally. Now this tattoo was not that painful at all, even though it's on my collarbone. The one on my bone though, like whenever she was doing like some of the wing part, that kind of hurt a little bit, but it never was like, oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain, I cannot go on. It was like, this is kind of just like annoying, which a lot of people told me that tattoos are just kind of like an annoying pain, not like a super brutal pain, unless you get it somewhere like on your wrist, on your top of your foot, your ankle, stuff like that. For my first tattoo experience, I think it was really good. I know a lot of people have horror stories about their tattoos, and I was a little stressed, but everything turned out good. It's been a month, it's completely healed. I love it. And that was my first ever one that I got. It's almost been 2 weeks since I've got my second tattoo, and this was the big one. This was the one that I had been planning since I was 16. So I knew I wanted to get a tattoo that related to Ranger's Apprentice. Now, if you don't know what Ranger's Apprentice is, it is my all-time favorite book series. It's basically a personality trait at this point. I've been a fan of it for probably 8 years, maybe shorter, maybe longer. But this series has been so meaningful for me, and I still love it even to this day. And I just knew I wanted to get something with an oak leaf. I was gonna originally just get an oak leaf, but after looking at tattoos that were just oak leaves, I was like not a huge fan of it. And so one day it was like 3 a.m. and I just had like a flash of inspiration, and I sketched out a sword wrapped in oak leaves, and it just like came to me, and I was like, this is it. Like, this is the tattoo I want to get. And sure enough, here it is. Sorry, it's a really weird angle to show because I can't just like hold it up like this because you can't see it. Also, I'm exposing how pale I am, but also the lighting is kind of bad. But yeah, it is a sword wrapped in oak leaves, and I will show a reference photo of what it actually looks like. That looks a little better. And then let me show off the actual sketch, my 3 a.m. sketch. This is the iconic 3 a.m. sketch. I found a reference photo for the hilt, and then for the handle, I added like leaves, and I don't know why I'm pointing, you probably can't even see, but then now on the cross piece, I also added a leaf, and then on the tip of the handle, I added a leaf. And then I added obviously the leaves wrapped around the actual blade. And Ranger's Apprentice is set kind of back in medieval times. There are knights, there are rangers who are basically elite archers that protect the kingdom from unbeknownst threats. It's just such an amazing series, and the characters are awesome, and I really like how I was able to incorporate more of the series into it. Because for those who have read Ranger's Apprentice, the sword kind of reminds me of Horus, and then the leaves obviously represent like Will and the Rangers. Now this tattoo, I don't know why I keep pointing to it because you cannot see it. Oh my goodness, it was very, very painful. I'm not gonna lie. My arm was super duper sensitive. I was about halfway through the line art, not even halfway. I literally, like, he just started, he outlined around the blade, he did a few swirls, and I was like, I need a second, because I felt super nauseous. I was absolutely miserable, and I was like, how the heck am I supposed to get through line art, shading, and highlights? How am I gonna do this? Luckily, numbing spray exists now, and oh my goodness, he like sprayed it, he let it sit for a little bit, and shading was a dream. I couldn't feel a thing. I was really like watching the needle go in, and I was like, I cannot feel that. That is so cool. And then it wore off near the end, but it still wasn't that bad. So that was lucky, because I was in a lot of pain, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, those were my 2 tattoos. I really just wanted to talk about them and show them off, if I'm being honest. There wasn't really any structure to this video. I just wanted to ogle about some art that I well, I didn't design this one, but I designed my sword, and now it's permanently inked on my body, and I get to stare at it all the time, and I am so happy with it. For now, that is all the tattoos, just these 2. That's all I had planned for 2021. I do have a dream tattoo, and it is a massive, like, foresty, like, mushroom gem crystal dragon on my thigh. I think a big dragon piece would be incredible. Oh my goodness. I want to get a butterfly because I am basic. Like, I don't know what to tell you. No, it also is a reference to Ranged Apprentice. Cho-Cho. I want to get a butterfly somewhere. I don't know where exactly. My friend recently got one on the back of her arm, and I love that look. I haven't decided yet, but no more tattoos for me right now. I think the pain of this one on my forearm kind of took me out. In the wise words of my tattoo artist, I really like having tattoos, I do not like getting tattoos. And that is very true. But the pain is over, and now I have it permanently inked on my body, and I love it, and you can't really see it unless I tilt like this. This thing right here. I know this video kind of was out of the blue, kind of random, but it kind of symbolized all the things that I say I would post on my channel, which is books, art, and life. It's a book series reference, we got art, and it's my life. So look at me go, finally posting something relevant to the things that I say I post. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I hope you stick around to see some of my future videos. But that is all for now, and I will see you later. Toodles!